I should maybe just put my microphone on, and then this should actually be working better, hopefully at least. And sorry for that. 1 2 1 2. I hope I'm good there now. I'm good. I'm good now. But bum bum 1 2 1 2. Bev is in the house. Faikila is in the house. Guys, can you hear me now? Okay, good. Sorry for that, guys. I totally forgot. Yeah, that is when old people try to do some technical stuff. I have simply forgotten to switch on my microphone, and I'm deeply sorry for that. I think I need the weekend as well as you guys do. And yeah, it is nice to have you here, and thank you very much for coming. And I highly appreciate that. So I'm going to have a poll coming in a minute. So let's see that we can get this wonderful Friday Eve or Vice Friday or something. Um, Going on. A couple of things to let you guys know. I have not heard anything from. Uh, so at least you can do lip reading now, Anastasia. Um, I have not heard from YouTube yet, so I have applied for the monetization thing last week Friday, and haven't heard anything yet. So I think it is just the waiting game that is now taking hands. I heard that it takes up to a month. Um, and therefore it is a waiting game. But I will let you guys know one. Now, don't, Luisa. This is the bad thing in Germany. We don't congratulate in advance because that brings bad luck, in our belief. And at the end of the day, we're gonna do. We're gonna wait. We're gonna see, and once the email is there, I'll let you guys know. I'll do a post on my profile, and then I will start planning the monetization party. And before that, I will not. And then let's see that we get this thing done. And most of all, the weekend is around the corner, which is awesome. And we're gonna have the wonderful thing that tomorrow on Friday, I'll bring you guys to the weekend with a live session like every Friday, and will be the we'll then do the Saturday thing also with gospel as always, and have the opportunity to guide you also to a Sunday. I'll do a pre-prepared mix for Sunday, and then get that done as well, and then we will see. So yeah, we will see, Anastasia. We will see. I mean, I only believe what I have in writing. That's the good old sales behavior that we have here. So working in sales for many years, I know that it is better to only celebrate when the signature is there. That is kind of the habit. So first you do the signature, then the other part does the signature, and when that is done, congratulations, then you can actually celebrate. Before that, I won't. So it's waiting. We will see. Other people waited 3 days. Other people waited more than a month. So I'll see what's coming. And thank you all for asking. I'm doing well. Thank God. Healthy and a lot of work these days. And therefore, it is good that Friday is coming, and we can all kick back and relax a little bit so that we can enjoy a weekend. And the good thing is I only have a very short week ahead next week, because then I have the pleasure to have a couple of days off from regular work, but still doing a lot of things. Currently working on my first ever track, on my first ever music track, to be hopefully done by this weekend, because I'm getting the structure in there right now, getting some melodies and some bass lines in there, and see that maybe I can release it like next week. It's not no biggie. It's just like some track between 5 and 6 minute long. It will be very much house. It will be very much electronic, but it will not be the hardcore 1.5 hour thing. I'm not even sure if I'm going to put it as a premiere or if I'm just going to upload it. Hey, Captain, good evening, my friend. Good day to London, or to the UK, actually. So I will most likely not even put it as a premiere. I will just sneak it in somewhere, and or maybe I'll just put it into one of my mixes and then let it have a little world premiere here on the channel whilst playing live. I'm not sure. So let's see what's going to happen. Just want to give you a little reminder for those who have not been on my live stream on Monday. Just a little reminder that if you get your receipts, or actually not the receipts, but the bills and the payslip from YouTube or from Google, whoever gives you that, make sure that you really double and triple check if you have your that you really read this information that you get, because again, when you get a super chat or anything from Apple, they charge double. They charge the sender and they charge the receiver extra. So that is most likely. So YouTube has nothing to do with that. So anything with a Windows computer, Linux computer, Android phone, Android tablet, whatever it is, they don't charge extra, at least not the sender. So you just take the regular deductions from YouTube. But if you receive anything from an Apple iPhone, like any super chat or any super sticker or similar like that, make sure that that you have that you really check your emails every month when you get this payslip thing, especially when you are having a payout. Make very sure that you read properly, and you can actually find out by asking your audience, how do you actually send me the super chat? Did you send it by Apple, by iOS, or did you send it by Android or something? And that really is a big thing, because, and again, for those who have not visited my live on Monday, I was on Damilola's channel a couple of weeks ago, and she said something of a Apple deduction that she got on her payout. She expected a higher amount, and she got a way smaller amount than expected, because the point is that she was oh geez, I have to adjust my nightbot. Sorry, I'm not DJing tonight, so yes, I'm talking to you. Don't worry about that. Have to totally forgotten that we are actually on a live. So done. So again, so just double check that with all the receipts that you get from YouTube/Google. And if you have anything like that, so if anything with Apple appears, it is not that you get charged for streaming with Apple. That is not the case, and that will not happen. But it is the fact that you get charged for every super chat, every super sticker that you get via iOS, means Apple tablet, Apple computer, Apple iPhone, or whatever there is. So just that you know, and that you are aware that there will be more deductions, but not only for the receiver, also for the sender. So I had this example on Monday. So if I, for instance, send a $10 or €10 super chat to someone, I automatically get deducted €11.99, which is like 20%. Though most likely, if the receiver receives a virtual $10 or €10 super chat from me, most likely that person also get deducted $2 of that. So just keep that in mind and double check that, because a lot of people are not aware about that, and that's why streaming is kind of for free, because you pay that with your internet provider wherever you are. But the super chats are double, so they're double charge for the sender and for the receiver. So you can imagine that like me sending a letter to any one of you, the good old envelope, piece of paper, write something, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on the envelope, send it to you guys. And that means you would still have to pay the same amount that I paid on my stamp. You would have to give it to the postman in order to receive the letter. So just that you know, it has nothing to do with YouTube. It has nothing to do with Google, but that is the extra Apple charge that has been done by those amenities. Just that you guys know and that you are aware. And this is just for your awareness one more time, because I know a lot of people were not able to make it on Monday. So just as a little friendly reminder on how that thing works and how those things are actually going around the corner if you don't take care. And maybe you can sensitize or whatever it's called, make your people more sensitive. If they super chat you or something, to either use a not Apple based computer amenity, either so no tablet, no iPhone, no Apple computer, if that is any possible, but rather send it via Android or stationary computer with Windows or Linux based. That is not a problem. Just that you guys know what's going on. And the the DJ toy, yeah, I would maybe do another one of that. The next couple of days. I have another loop coming up tonight for some woodwork or something like that, and that you guys know. I'm still waiting for. I believe I might even have the 4,000 watch hours full by now, because last week on Friday at 9 a.m. German time, I was aware that the 3,000. So I was at 2,971 last week Thursday. Today a week ago. And everyone knew, okay, we are very near to the 3,000, thanks to all your help for your, visiting my lives, going to my videos, putting all these comments and likes and all that stuff. I so appreciate that. And let me say it this way. The thing is that I really appreciated that. So I knew Thursday evening when I went to sleep that on Friday morning, and the numbers were always updated exactly at 9 a.m. German time. So, and I knew that Friday would be the big day, last week Friday, where I finally see the big three, right? For the 3,000, for the first part of the monetization, or the first half, as you guys call it. And then all of a sudden, I was then aware that this is going to happen. And also, then I was seeing that it was already 3,240 something. And then hi Talata, hi Eunice, and hi everyone. Actually, sorry for those who I haven't greeted personally. I hope you don't mind. It was a long day, but feel everyone, please feel welcome, and embraced and loved by myself. And so I knew that I would hit the 3,000, but I was already at 3,200 something. But also knowing that YouTube is counting backwards, so up to 5 days back, and then you get only that numbers. So I might think that once I get the approval for the monetization, I will already have hit the 4,000 already. So let's see. We can place a little bet on that one. Will Ragus have already got the 4,000 when the monetization is approved? Yes or no? I believe yes. Might be very short around, but I think it could be the 4,000 already. So we've all worked hard on this, and I really appreciate each and every one of you who has helped me to get there in the last 3+ months, to go from 742 to 3,240 something, and that was very, very much because of all of you guys. I mean, yes, of course, I put the content and all that stuff, but having said that, the opportunity of this community help is not something I take for granted, for sure not. And especially in that intensity that I had that from you guys, is definitely not the regular thing that happens. Also not in our community, I'm very sure. So therefore, I'm very happy that this is kind of working now. And let's see where this goes. As soon as I hear everything, I look like twice a day. I look in the mornings, I look in the evenings. So far, I haven't had any information yet, and therefore, let's see how it goes. let's see what we're going to do. But I can tell you this. I have some ideas already for the monetization party, and let me say it this way, without giving too much spoiler alert, but let me say it will be most likely the unholiest thing that YouTube has ever seen. And I think that would be fun. And that is what it's all about. By the way, talking about monetization parties, all of you know Miri Bersh, and Miri Bersh has her birthday and monetization party coming up just this Saturday, so in 2 days. So please do yourself a favor and bookmark that in your calendars for Saturday. And what we can do is, because I think I'm going to do my DJ set just before that, or just like 10 minutes into the start of her party, and then I'm going to rate us all there. So if you guys want, you can do the gospel party with me. I'll set the exact time. I might adjust it to a little later than it is now. And then when she starts, we're going to all raid over there. Oh, yes, Louisa, it will be the unholiest thing. It was the unholiest. It will be the unholiest monetization party that the world has most likely ever seen. As if I was innocent. Jeez. That don't even assume that, Louisa. Don't assume me innocent. That would really disappoint me if you did. And hey, Fadessa, good evening. Fadessa is actually the proof of me not being innocent, matter of fact. And so I can promise that the monetization party, if it comes, it will be one of the most unholiest thing that will ever happen on this platform. Indeed, just that you guys know. I have some very good ideas in mind, working on them already in the background, and let's see. I think some people might faint. Just I won't say anything more. Just that you guys know. And also, for those who are into music, I might have some news for you that you might consider to think about. If you go to my channel and go to my video from the Techno Live set from yesterday, in the text of the live session, as well as in the comment that I put there with the playlist, I've actually marked the claim that everything is legal and everything is licensed and stuff like that. So I will not get a ban or any monetization problems with that video whatsoever. Here's why. I currently came across, after a long search, a platform called Epidemic Music. So what you guys can, or what anyone can do there, you buy a license for a year. I did the pro license because I needed a lot of tracks to mix. Cost me like €130 for 1 year. From there, I can legally download all the tracks that are there. I can use them for whatever thing, either for a background in a video, or, and that is even more important for me, for my DJ mixes. So there's a lot of platforms out there like Liquor and stuff like that, that provide music to be used on YouTube, but most of them, or actually except Epidemic Music, they're all not legal to be used for DJ sets. So that is my big challenge, finding music that is well, I don't play any illegal music, obviously, because the only thing is just that I always get this copyright thing, and the money would go to the person who, or to the record label, or to the artist, or whatever, which is fair enough. But that music is officially licensed. So from now on, I will not have, unless it is the Gospel Saturday service, I will not have any kind of copyright problems anymore, or copyright pop-ups anymore, because those tracks are actually fine for me to play and getting full monetized. Also, my monetization will not be the problem with any talking sessions like I do now, and videos will be obviously also from other things than only me doing DJ sets. I have a couple of things in planning at the moment. So you will see over the summer, you will see a lot of new things from where I live, from Munich. I will go to some very nice spots. I'll show you the Allianz Arena. That's my plan. I'll show you Munich Airport from in and out. Show you the Munich city, of course, and that is what you can do these days wonderfully. And also, there we have wonderful spots in the mountains where I'm going to take you guys. I'm going to shoot videos there and going to cut them together, put some music underneath, and see how we can actually get. Then I can actually show you some of my places as well, as all of you guys always show around where you guys are and stuff like that. And yeah, so that would be very cool to get that sorted out. The party, which party? The one from Miri or which one? Or is there another party that I don't know about? I know there's a party somewhere today, but haven't really looked at it yet, to be honest. As I said, it was a long day. And it is just Vice Friday, so tomorrow there's still to go. And therefore, yeah. So just that is an update and just a couple of plans for next week. So, oh yeah, Kappa's birthday. Kappa's is getting an adult finally. Kappa's. Okay, if I know that he's live, let me check when, and if it is not too early from now on, then I can just raid us over there if he is raidable. I don't know if he is raidable. Let's see, and otherwise we'll get that sorted out. So Kappas is getting an adult. He's pretending to be a man after all. Whoop whoop. And I know actually he's not, because he most likely has to be in bed early. That's why he's doing the party on a Thursday, so that he doesn't miss school on Friday. Kappas. My most favorite victim to be roasted ever. I'm just saying. That is when the roller coaster in my brain is going on, then it is always a fun to be. So, yeah. It is a matter of fact that Kappas is a great guy. I really have to say, I like him, and he's a good sports, and he is like other people in this room as well, who I sometimes have a fake beef with, or who I try to roast and who roast me back, and all these people things, and I love that. And when people ask me if I use two fingers, and I can proudly answer that I use the whole hand, that makes my day. And the good thing is that, thank God, and I really mean it without any joke for a second, thank God I never really had any problem with you guys whatsoever, even though I know that my sense of humor is super dark here and there and super sarcastic. But I hope that you have all figured out by now I never mean it any bad whatsoever. And there are certain limits that even I keep. So I would never do any kind of so-called funny racist jokes or something. That is not my cup of tea at all. And also, I wouldn't say I don't go under the belt line, because I've done that like 550,000 times after I learned what beans and bananas actually mean. But at the end of the day, I think that so far we went along very well, and I hope that we'll keep going like that. That is the most important thing to happen, I think. And by the way, what I really want to say, and I've mentioned that quite a few times, and I'm just naming out two or three now, because, and there's no offense to the others if I don't, but if I consider people like Fidessa, Anastasia Bless, Unfiltered Maria, my dear friend Chidi in the village, and many, many, many more, literally all of you, but just to name some, I mean, so many different characters in here on YouTube. And we are just talking about this community, right? The Goga tribe, or however you want to call it. And the Captain tribe and everything. Those people in the last 3.5, let's say 4 months now, who I had the pleasure to meet, who I have the pleasure to meet on a regular basis, who I sometimes not see too often, but who are always happy to see when I'm on the way in the so-called streets. It is always nice being surrounded by you guys, and I'm really, really happy about that. This is independent from any watch hours. This is independent from any monetization. It is independent from any whatever super chat, coffee thing, whatever. And I'm just saying, this is really, it is really a pleasure for me meeting new real friends via this platform, which is not obvious that this happens. And I really want to say that it means a lot to me. It really means a lot to me, and I'm really, really grateful for that. And therefore, thank you all. That's all I can say for this moment. Thank you all. And I'm really feeling appreciated with that. It is not common sense. And I think all of you who have channels here, you are monetized for a while, you're online, you're taking it serious for a longer time than I do with YouTube. And I think that if you see your bondings that you guys have, and you let me into this inner circle, so to speak, from literally day one on when I came back in February, it makes me really, really happy. And I can say that was from the deepest of my heart. And again, this is without any joke. This is without any sarcastic underline or whatever. I'm just saying. And other than that, obviously, it is also nice to have fun with you guys and having a huge laugh, having the sarcasm that I do, that I love, taking it to the next level with all this Father Ragus stuff and everything. Obviously, I'm not. Everyone knows, but I think it's a funny figure that has been created by accident, so to speak, and I think it is really funny to have that. And for all of you who have just arrived, thank you so much for coming. And it's really always nice to see you guys. Obviously, good evening, Mr. President. It is very nice to see you, ladies and gentlemen. I can just say very soon, without going any further, you will see our very president in a totally different role on this very balcony in Rome. There's no more to say. And when the day comes, you guys will understand what I meant today. So mark the date, 12th of June, Ragus said. I know I'm only like half an hour in, but I think after this week, I deserve even a cigar, but we will see. Maybe. I hope that maybe on the weekend or during this weekend, I get some information from the Silicon Valley with some updates. And if not, so be it. Then we wait for next week. But other than that, we're all good. So what I would like to know, and obviously I cross-read the chat here, see that you guys are always interacting with each other, with each other, with each other, which I really like, and which makes my life here so easy, sitting here and talking to you guys. But is there anything you would like to know about? Is there anything you would like to talk about in particular? Is there anything you would like to ask me? Is there anything you would like to tell us that should be talked about maybe a little bit in depth? Or is it just, I don't know, shall we do some kind of week planning for next week? Just to know what's going on, and then we can actually go on that. By the way, in Germany, we finally got summer, so it shall be up to 30 degrees tomorrow. Perfectly start for the weekend, obviously, and that means I will lose like at least 2 or 5 kilograms when I do my live set tomorrow. And because I think Anastasia asked me that once. I'm always, obviously, when I do my DJing, I always stand. I never sit. So I never sit down when I do my DJ stuff, because then you don't get the same rhythm into yourself when playing. And in a club, you would also not sit down, so that would look a bit weird, to be honest. I saw that once, many, many years ago, that some DJ was there at his booth, sitting there, and I was like, how do you get the rhythm if you stand, if you sit down? You know what I mean? And what I'm trying to support, but obviously also I have limits, so I cannot buy the golden castle for our president or the next private airplane, I'm afraid. But I get a lot of support from you guys as well, and I think it's always a vice versa. So obviously, it is a normal thing to happen. So yeah, but I think I've received a lot of support from you guys as well. Again, I'm not sitting on the gold box or something, so I think that it is obvious that there are certain limits given, but so far I think nobody can really complain who had the colors of the screen for me or something like that, and other people will be able to have a good. There will always be ways to find a way. I've already spoke to Captain about that a while ago, how we can get this support more spreaded, and I have some ideas on that as well. Maybe I'll implement that on my channel one day and do some kind of foundation, if you will. And obviously, then we can find ways how to bless a few more people with some smaller things and get that on the way. I will have a chat with 2 or 3 people of you guys, because obviously there are some people who I'm very close with, and who we can discuss that with. And what my idea is that, for instance, if I say, this is just in my head right now, I'm not practicing it at all, but if I consider, for instance, I would say we do one evening a night with a quiz or something, and instead the quiz winner wins something. People who want to take part on this quiz have to pay, I don't know, $5 or something like that. We put that all in a pot, and we see how much money comes in, and then the winner gets a symbolic sticker or something like that, or a membership, or I buy him a coffee for my own. And that money that comes in, we can see someone needs a phone, someone needs whatever, a cable, someone needs, I don't know, for some electricity bill and stuff like that, some stuff that we can spread on a couple of people. And I'm considering to do that once in a month. And obviously, since I'm a salesman myself, I work with numbers every single day. And that would also mean I would be very, very transparent. Like, this is the amount I got. This is the amount I sent to X. This is the amount I sent to Y. This is the amount I sent to Z. Again, there's nothing in writing yet. It's just an idea that I'm considering. But also, again, I spoke to Captain. Maybe we just keep doing it on his channel. But I think the idea is that I got this idea from Goga, actually, indirectly, when he started this foundation to support those people who don't have the opportunity maybe to start with this €10/$10 threshold thing to actually start the monetization. So I think that is actually a good idea, because so far, Goga, I think it is like 7 or 8 people. I'm not sure what you said. I think 7 it was yesterday, right? As far as I understand, it was like 7 people so far that Goga is supporting directly with the help of ours and super chats and stuff like that. So I think that is a cool thing. There's a cool initiative, and something like that for like a broader amount of people at the same time is a good thing to do. But again, that is only thoughts. Obviously, I also have work to do, like everyone else of us. So me not Father Teresa, me just Father Ragus, just saying. And so it's 8 people already. So 8 people getting monetized. That is a good thing, that they get the startup so that they can actually start being monetized in the first place, which is very, very cool. So maybe you also have some ideas what we can raise money for, like this pot that never be dry, or whatever it's called. And I think that if we do that with a couple of people, like Captain does his thing with a shaky, Goga does his thing with a $10 not giveaway, help you to start, and I'll think about something as well. So then we would be 3 people from this community doing something for the community, which I think is a legit thing to do. And again, this is not me being Father Teresa all of a sudden, but I think, um, yeah, it is what it is. And what is Pin Goga? Um, what is PIN? Help me out. My brain is not there anymore. It was a hard week, and just saying. So, at the end of the day, um, I would actually have a question, because I've checked my obviously when I do my live streams and everything, I see that, on my DJ streams, the amount of viewers, even though on Saturdays when I play my gospel stuff, is really getting down, and when I'm doing the talk sessions, the numbers are always relatively good. So maybe you can just write in the chat, and don't worry about it. There's no wrong answer. Would you actually see me more talking rather than DJing, or what would you be your preference when it comes to my channel? And obviously, as I said already in the beginning, I'm planning to do a couple of videos throughout the summer to shoot in Munich, so that I also have some premiere videos which then have nothing to do with DJing whatsoever. So that you see some very nice places in Munich and around, that you can have an opportunity to see, for instance, Neuschwanstein Castle, where the Cinderella thing is from, and also, then you will see Allianz Arena and all these funny things, and I'll show you also the ordinary places like underground stations, main train station, all that, and give you some ideas and some historic backgrounds of Munich City. So that is also my plan for the next couple of weeks, to work on that. And obviously, on the 25th of June, which is tomorrow in 2 weeks, I will be in Landshut, which is like roughly an hour away from here, where will be an African weekend here in Germany, and Ifani will actually be performing there. So most likely, I might skip the gospel sermon, or I'll do it late in the night when I'm back. So I can already tell you now, on the 25th of June, gospel sermon will not happen at the same time as usual, because I will be in Landshut and saying hello to our good friend Ifani, who will actually perform on stage. Maybe I will do a live video from that, but we will see. I would have to check with my power bank and all that stuff, that I have that figured out and working properly, and then doing that live video from Ifani on stage in Landshut. And he even asked me if I want to play the drums with him as well. So maybe you will even see my little big belly sitting there on the stage. We will see what's going to happen there. I have no idea. There will be a lot of actually booths where you can buy African clothes, African bags, and stuff like that. From, I believe, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, everything is there. So also obviously the food. So looking forward to eat some fufu again, hopefully. And yeah, so what would you guys like to prefer me to do? The same amount of DJing like I do now, or less DJing, more talking, or what is your wish and plan? That would be interesting to understand. I'll do a poll on that on my profile wall, actually, and give you a couple of options there, and we will see what we're going to do. I will look for everything there, Maria. I'll look for everything. I'll eat everything at the same time. I'll get myself a huge pot of 10 liters. I'll put ugali, fufu, fish soup, beef soup, chicken soup, whatever. Just no pepe, due to obvious reasons, as you guys know. And I think that would be a fair thing to mention, because at least I'm Moibo Pepe after all. So we're going to see what's going to happen. And I think I told this story on Goga's Sunday service when I had the pleasure being there, that this lady who helped my mom in the household in Nigeria back then, she had these little red peppers, these little ones, the hot ones, the spicy ones. And she ate them like other people eat candies or chips or something like that. And I was a small boy, and I just saw the little nice red shiny thing. And as she ate them like candies, I thought it was some kind of candy or something. And then I bit in one, and I really had tears. I mean, it was painful, brutal. I had pain until deep into my throat, and I didn't even swallow it. My mouth was like without any feeling anymore, but pain. And obviously, then I got a little bit warm milk and some piece of bread. That was okay. The problem is, and that is what I only realized a day later, those things burn twice. Write that down. Those things burn twice. I think I don't have to explain that any further at this time of the day where there's still daylight. And trust me, the next day was also not too nice, to say the least. Obviously, now I can laugh about it. And obviously, it is like you have to be very careful on what you eat. But also, I had the very similar experience in Thailand. Like, I don't know what is it now, 2025, like 17 years ago, 16, 17 years ago. And the thing is that I was in a little restaurant there in Bangkok somewhere, and some building where you can buy clothes. And down there, everywhere was on fire. First here, and then where the alternative breathing comes from. And that was a very explosive mixture, I can tell you. And if someone would have lighted a cigarette, the building would have just, gone. And interestingly, so in Thailand, I was always telling the people, not spicy, please, not spicy, please. And they understand. They eat similar like the Nigerians. They eat everything like 3 kilograms of peppers, 2 little pieces of meat, 2 little corns of rice, whatever they eat, and that's the soup. And just when you walk there smelling it, you're like burning from inside already, at least me. And interestingly, it was like one lady gave me some little green thing. It looked like a green long bean, not the bean. I mean the bean, the long thing that you can eat, that you boil in water and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, go ahead, do this, do that. And she said to me, try it. And I said, is it spicy? She said, no, it's not so spicy. And that should have actually rang all my alarm bells. It didn't. So I bit into it, and I had the same experience again like a little kid back then in Nigeria. And that woman was really panicking. I was sweating, my throat got thick and everything. And I learned it the second time in my life that, that burns twice. Without going any further into that, let's say it was it was in a high explosive environment that was spontaneously created. And when you're not aware about that, then exactly, there was no smoking policy everywhere in the buildings. Otherwise, you might have heard from me in the news, but only once. So yeah, it was definitely experiences that you don't want to make. But on the other hand, now years later, I can of course laugh about it. And obviously, all my African friends here, they will think like, this Oibo Pepe, he is not a normal guy. How can he not eat pepper? Now you know. Now you know. And as a matter of fact, it is always it is always funny to talk these stories now, but that would have not been that funny, at least not for me back then. Trust me, it was really painful. And therefore, break. Father Ragus! Yeah, so that would mean pepper, then tinnitus break, then burn the next day as well. That would be the complete torture. Oh Lord, have mercy over my mouth and over my throat, if there ever comes a pepper again. So yeah, it is how it is. And considering the fact that I do eat spicy actually, but I'm very, very, very careful with any kind of hot spicy things, because it is for me, I cannot stand it too much. I do like a little bit pepper here and there, but not the red thingy chili peppers, because they're not too good for me. and I'm just being very honest. So whenever I go somewhere in a restaurant, African restaurant here in Munich, for instance, then I do have the problem that no, I don't have the problem. I always tell them, please, please, not too spicy. Please be so kind. Mm, if you want me to come back, don't do it too spicy. Everything else could actually shorten my life for at least 500 years in a row. Just saying. And oh, look at that. Nate Chovy is in the house. Nate Chovy is in the building. Hello, Fav. Good evening. Good evening. Happy Vice Friday. I hope you're well. And so I asked that since that very day too. I asked myself since that very day as well. How can they eat that 500 kilogram of pepper a day? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, to be honest. And hi, Angel Care. Good evening. Thanks for coming, and thanks for the support from Live Reality USA Vlog. A simple hello would have done as well, but thanks for coming. Appreciating it, and help yourself. Sit down, grab a beer, have fun, and join the community. We are very funny people here, and very cool that you're coming. Thank you for that. I appreciate that indeed. And well, this is how it feels. It is like, you lay somewhere like handcuffed and stuff like that. I don't want to get your fantasies now with 50 Shades of Ragus or something, but you lay there on this thing and you eat this. You have this 500 kilogram of peppers in your mouth. That is how it feels like, and you're just to do the boom. And then when you go to sleep, when the pain in the mouth and in the throat is less, then you know the next day will come as well when you play your very own version of Game of Thrones. I try to keep this as family friendly as I possibly can. I'm just saying. And it is how it is. It is how it is. Well, Maria, I tell you something. When I came to your channel the first time and you were cooking, you have no idea how relieved I was that there was food and not only peppers. And I mean, obviously, you said recently that you have to put some pepper there as well because it has to have some spice. But not sure if I would have survived that amount already. But I don't know. Chidi May, are you still here? Chidi May, my darling, tell me something. How many peppers do you put into your meals? How many peppers do you put into your meals if you cook any kind of food? That would be interesting to know. Or anyone, or here, Bozede, same question to you. It's how many peppers do you put into your meal if you cook something? That would be that. I want to know that. Tell us. Because I know that African people like to eat it spicy and stuff, but so Bozede, tell me, how many peppers do you put into your meal if you cook? And don't tell me nothing, or just don't tell me just one or two. Remember, unholy, huh? And I know in many countries it is common sense, like in Asia, very much. For instance, in Thailand, it is very much common to have that gone done. But on the other hand, it is very difficult for Europeans to eat that spicy. Some people like it spicy, but even they say, "Woof, African pepper, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much." So I'm very careful with that. And again, when you go to sleep, you will have fun again next morning with the same stuff. So it is how it is. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's leave it at 500 kilogram and whatever it is. So whoever gonna cook for me in the future African food, please not spicy. Thank you. Just saying. Otherwise, my insurance agent will be very happy to have to increase the insurance amount every month. As a matter of fact. And yeah, so better safe than sorry, so to speak. And yeah, so for next week, just to give you some ideas what my planning is. Obviously, just to finalize this week, we're going to do Friday some disco house stuff. On Saturday, we do the gospel sermon, as always. Not sure about the time yet because I want to place it around the time when Mary's birthday starts so that Mary, maybe like 10 minutes into her life, we're going to raid all over who are here. And so that we are all with Miri and doing the double party there. Remember, guys, she's celebrating her birthday and her monetization party. So that would be a very, very big day for her. So whoever comes here, let's call this a pre-party. And then I'm going to raid us all over there to Miri's place. And then we're going to do some rock and roll over there. Saturday, again, so it's going to be gospel. Friday, I'm going to do some disco. Sunday, not sure yet if I do something or not because I haven't set up anything yet. But maybe I do a live. Let's see. And but if I do a live on Sunday, it will be pretty much electronic. Next week, and also this weekend, I have to work on some music for myself that I'm creating a track right now, which is going into a not too bad direction, and maybe it's going to be released next week. We'll see. Also, and by the way, I'm producing myself, so I'm using a program of that for that, obviously, but it is not AI based, so I have to do it all myself. Still handwork. So all the music that would have the producer World of Ragus is 100% the World of Ragus. There's no AI involved at all. Um, on the other hand, what I wanted to say, yeah, so Monday it will be another talk session. Tuesday, I'll be in the bushes and in the background and busy there, doing other things for the channel and producing some music and doing other things. Wednesday, most likely, we are going to do some tech house stuff and to calm down a little, like midweek stuff. And Thursday, today and a week ago, we're going to see here again. And next week, Friday, I might do some disco stuff, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Saturday, gospel as always. Sunday, next week, I'm not sure if I will be able to do anything live because I'm having to go to Frankfurt to see my very best friend for many, many years, and we haven't seen in a while. So I'm going to travel to Frankfurt next week, Sunday, and being there. But I might be able to create a mix for Sunday and then just be online in the chat when it's coming up. And hopefully by next week, I'll have some news to announce, good or bad ones, I'm not sure. So we'll see what's going to happen. And obviously, I'll let you guys know. And other than that, yeah, I'm looking forward to always interact with you guys and always having great responses, either on my channel or when I come to you guys' channels. It's always a fun to always be the guest here and there and having the opportunity to just to always just kick back and interact and you know how that feeling is. All of you are channel hosts anyway, so all of you do lives, so it's always nice to come to someone's house here and there and having the opportunity to having a nice chat, having a nice conversation, but come and go whenever you want, so that you have the chance to just kick back, relax, enjoy whatever it is, so that you can also have some time for yourself, even though you're on YouTube, or let the channel go, run and from the others, be there, but be in the bushes, do your own stuff, cuttings, editing, whatever you do, so that you can also have your own content up and running. And I think that is actually fair and cool. By the way, as far as I see, let me just have a look here. We are currently at 39 likes, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much for that. Maybe we can make it 50. for the time being, that would be great. I'm very modest, as you might have noticed. I'm not asking for 100 or 200 or something, but 50 likes would be cool. So if you find someone who is in the streets and undecided if she or he wants to come, yes or no, drag them in, you know. And so that would be cool. And if not, it's also okay. I'm very cool with that. But a little bit, that would be like a virtual appreciation, if you will, because obviously I'm not monetized yet. So waiting for the answer from the Silicon Valley. So some kind of virtual appreciation in regards to like a like or something, that would be cool. Other than that, if you guys have any questions with me to me, since I gave you the beans, banana, and pepper story just like a few minutes ago, maybe you want to know something or maybe you want to ask something, feel free to always do so. I think I also gave you a quick recap on the payment methodologies of iOS based super chats and super stickers. So again, keep that in mind, because if there's any deduction from the money coming that you would expect and it says it's Apple, then you know why. Just that you guys know. I did a lot of research on that last week, starting with after doing the monetization process. You guys know that I've went really deep into it, and I did really a lot of readings, a lot of researches, checked a lot of links, triple and double and triple, and found out quite some interesting things about that. So again, if you get the notification that you're over your threshold and you get paid, whatever, make sure that you really double check that. If anything with Apple turns up, it is nothing to do with YouTube or Google. Apple is charging double for those super chats. So they're charging me as a sender, and they're charging the one who is receiving. A lot of people didn't know that, what I've discovered last Monday. So just to make sure that you guys are aware about it, and if you get your payslip, read the documents. Just giving you this advice. Read it properly, read it carefully, just that you guys know. So $10 super chat is not $10 on your threshold. I'm just saying. Just that you know. And other than that, I think I've seen a lot of people now doing still. I'm still doing loops. My loop numbers, and that we have discussed that yesterday. My loop numbers are going down the drain because people know that I've received my watch hours. So last night was, I think, the worst loop that I ever had since I do loops. So considering a new methodology, but green screen is nothing for me, to be honest, and because there are too many of them already. So I keep the loop on. I bought this little DJ thing, and we'll have that up and running every now and then. I have still some loops with some funny things that have not been broadcasted yet, so I'm going to try that, and we're going to see what's going to happen. But I have also decided some loops that's background sounds from the videos are very loud. I will play without tone and have music running instead, so that people are not too shocked when they have earphones on and on full speaker loudness and stuff, that then they get a tinnitus just for the first second being on my channel. That is not the best idea as far as I understand. So yeah, but we'll get that sorted out as well. And other than that, obviously, don't forget your homework, guys. As Goga is here, just a friendly reminder, 5 channels a day for the support. It doesn't have to be the monumental film to watch, but make sure that you get that done, because the month is already almost half over. And if you consider 5 by 30, that's 150. And if you consider 60 people, exactly 60 people today, every day. So today, the 12th of June, 5 by 12, or 5 times 12 is like 60, and 5 by 30 is 150. So, just that you guys know. And what I've done, I've created a playlist which is only visible for me. I put 5 videos in there every day, and I let them run. So therefore, I don't even need a notebook. So I know exactly what channels did I support, what channels did I not, and our community is big. And even those who are monetized can use every support in regards of watch hours and some comments. I don't put comment on everything, but some comments I put here and there. And also, we are talking about high valuable comments. So try to keep them nice, give the people a good appreciation. That is a very good feeling for them as well. I remember the New Testament of comment that I recently got from our very president on the Sunday service, Sunday a week ago. And I have to say, the Sunday service, this was one of the time flyers, as we say here, or where you don't realize how fast the time flies. I was on so I didn't cut anything of the video, as you have seen. So everything is still there, even the chat. But I was literally there 3 hours, 15 minutes, and I couldn't believe it when Goga has separated my stream from his. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it was 3 hours, 15 minutes, and a few seconds. I was like, wow, that was including 3 wardrobes, including, having a major entry. But that was awesome, I have to say. Goga making me that entrance, that was awesome. That was like, I was laughing about myself when I saw that. When I saw Goga's reaction when he couldn't hold it anymore. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was like, because here's the thing. For those who have never done anything with StreamYard like that, like this panel discussion or something. So here's the backstage situation, so to speak. Goga was doing the opening, as you all remember, and I was not even being seen or heard on screen, obviously, for the first 3 hours. Goga likes to do a nice opening and greet all these people, which is obviously fine. But I knew it was coming. I was coming eventually, so I was sitting here watching StreamYard, and people were directed to my channel and everything, which obviously takes time. And eventually, then he said, "Okay, now the father has his entrance. Let me try to make Goga. let me try to make Goga. The father has his entrance. Guys, get your rosaries. Yeah, get your rosaries. The father is doing his entrance. I have chosen some music. The father is doing the entrance. The father is doing the entrance." He always repeats himself. The father is doing the entrance. And then came this organ music. And what you guys did not see at that very moment, watch it again. Watch it again from Sunday a week ago. From that very moment when he starts the organ music. What you guys did not see at that very first tone of the organ, Goga, you see Goga almost fainting because of laughing. What you did not see at that second was me already sitting here doing this. Even me before appearing on the screen. So that is when Goga was almost like fainting. And then when I came on the screen, doing all this, he saw 2 things. First was me doing this blessing thing and this, all that funny things. Me wearing the priest robe. The second thing he saw at the same time was your guys' reaction on the chat. And the thing is, there is one sequence, like a second or 2, when I also couldn't hold back anymore. I was really like virtually biting a lemon, like, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. And all of a sudden, I just couldn't hold it anymore either. But I just came back after 2 or 3 seconds and did my rest of the blessings and all that funny things. And guys, I also read the chat, but those 2 seconds before, the first 2 or 3 or 5 seconds when the organ started with a very low sound, with a very low, not loud or something, I already started this because I didn't know when will he put me up. I still looked at the StreamYard thing, and I was like, okay, I'm still backstage. And then he was like, the father is having his entrance. The father is doing the entrance. The father is doing the entrance. He's coming now. Get your rosaries, get your prayers. Da, 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 da. Boom. And up I was. And then I looked at the camera and did the blessing thing, obviously as a joke. But that is when Goga fainted the second time. And it was like, it was awesome. It was awesome. And it was like, it was, I think, these 3 hours 15, and I'm very honest here, a combination of this conversation with Goga, telling stories of me in Nigeria, and DJing and stuff like that, having all the reactions in the chat, knowing most of the people in the chat, which make it a lot easier for the guest to be on the panel, and all this mixture, all these beans and banana stories in all of you guys' channels, and me doing the fake blessings, like the fake father and all that things, obviously. All this came together. And then when I left, when Goga excused me and let me go and, cut me off, cut my stream off the entire thing, and everyone was raided back to Goga, I was like, holy moly. I was like, holy moly. 3 hours, 15 minutes. I have to say, and this is with all sincerity, it was the best time that I had on YouTube by far. And because of the mixture that I've just mentioned, it is easy to sit here and talk a little bit, tell a little bit, reacting on the chat and all that stuff. But having a relatively serious conversation in combination with the topics that we strived, and we didn't really rehearse in regards of, okay, we're going to talk first hour this, second hour this, third hour this, or something. But we obviously, Goga and I, we had a little chat before. We did some technical tests, if everything works. And then on the Sunday, we just went live and off we go. And the rest is history. You guys were, most of you guys were there. And yeah, talking about being there. Hello, everyone who just came in and in the last couple of minutes. Really happy that you guys are here. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it is like Vice Friday, as we call it here, or Friday Eve, whatever version you would like to say. And it's always nice seeing familiar faces here, and always nice to get the things done. By the way, on Monday, or no, actually Sunday evening, I'm going to put all the jackets in the washing. And I will not give everyone a blue jacket again, because it is just too much to take care of. I will get like maybe 3 or 4 who will stay moderator, and unless it is a total new person who has never been here before and we get to connect to that person, then I will hand out the jackets again, because it is just too many moderators and too many blue, and people who might come in the first time think like they are not welcome because they don't wear a blue. So I hope you will not feel offended for those who might not get a blue jacket again. I give it to those who are always here and regularly here and all the time here. And just to let you guys know, that you guys know, and that you don't feel offended or something like that. So until the end of the week, everything stays as it is. Sunday, I'll do the washing, and then I will hand it out particularly only. And again, please do not feel offended if you don't get a blue. Then I think that should be okay. Just to get some a bit more structure and a bit more overview who is actually getting the blue at the moment, and at a certain time, then when there are new people coming, I might hand them out again for a day, just that you guys know what's going on, and don't feel offended whatsoever, because I think considering the fact that if I go through some channels where I don't wear a blue, that's totally fine. I'm happy to be a guest, and I have learned that I can still being kicked out and banned or timed out when I'm wearing a blue one, at least by the owner of the channel. So yeah, I hope that you guys don't mind. I'll think about a concept for that, and then getting that sorted out as well. And on the other hand, it is a channel that we are supposed to have fun in anyway. And I don't want to put this like a competition in which channels do I have more blue jackets and so on and so on. Just that you guys know what's going on and what I'm thinking about all these things to have that done. Other than that, again, it is Vice Friday. Does anyone have special any special plans on the weekend, or are you just going to stay home, or are you waiting for the gospel sermons to start again, or are you going somewhere special? Is there an event or something that you can recommend us to watch, other than obviously Miri's birthday and monetization party? Again, guys, just to make sure, for those who have not heard about it, Miri Bersch, our very Miri Bersch, is actually doing something very nasty on Saturday. She's doing a double party. And she is doing this double party in regards of not only the monetization, but also her birthday. So that means that she is actually officially going to be a grown-up person by law. And she's going to be having a great celebration on Saturday. And therefore, let's all go to that. I actually got to pin the link here in this channel. So it's going to be 6:30 my time, as I'll just see here. Yeah, so I got to do my regular 4 o'clock thing. No, 5 o'clock thing. I got to do it actually. I got to put my my gospel sermon an hour later, so at 5 German time. Got to play like roughly a little more than 1.5 hours. Mary's monetization and birthday party. So we're gonna put that here. I'm gonna put the link right. I'm gonna pin it right now. So if you guys don't mind, what I would really appreciate if you were able to please tick the link, bookmark the bell, and go there this Saturday. I think I know it would mean a lot to her. Everyone who is getting monetized has worked extremely hard to get there and had a lot of support, but also then it is time to celebrate those moments, because the monetization party you usually only celebrate once. And we should really be also supportive on that, and making very sure that we are going to celebrate the getting that done. So I'm going to postpone my gospel service, my gospel house session for about an hour towards 5 p.m. German time, which is 4 Nigeria, 6 Kenya, and is it 2 hours back in Ghana? I'm not 100% sure. I think, yeah, it's like 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. In Ghana, I believe. And from there, whoever is here then on my channel, I will get automatically rated to Miri. So let's make sure this is going to be a huge festival Saturday. So let's say I do the warm-up for Miri, and then whoever is here, we automatically go to Miri's place then by the raid, so that everyone does not have to search for the channel and stuff, and we can all celebrate together with Miri, her birthday, her monetization, her forever being young moment, and getting that done as well. I think that would be fair, and that would be great. I mean, we all, I can only say it from my perspective. I'll definitely be there on Miri's party, and I will stay there for quite a while, because I have received a lot of support from her side as well from many others. But she's always also coming from my night streams and at least staying a couple of minutes and say hello and put a like and stuff like that. And I think everyone who has reached monetization, when this email comes, I didn't get it yet, but when the email comes that, okay, your monetization is approved or something like that, or congratulations, your channel is monetized, or whatever it is, I think everyone is really has got this chance and once in a lifetime chance to celebrate that momentum that everyone who is getting there is working extremely hard for, and therefore I think that it is just great to go there. Kirky Lily is in the house. Hello, Oma is in the house. Unfiltered Maria, Michael, Anastasia, bless. Tonya talk, Bev at his kitchen, Goga definitely in the bushes somewhere still. Let me see, who else did I miss? Chidi is in the house still, obviously. Kanini is in the house. Let me see that I don't miss anyone by accident. Talata is or was in the house, and obviously Fav is in the house. So let's see that I didn't miss too many names at least. I apologize if I did. And Nurse is in the house. Hello, good evening. Oh, there you go. You see, I asked you, please don't complain, and there you go. Favor, the nurse midwife, is taking her gun and shooting at me right in the way. There you go. There goes the violence. There go. You see, there goes the violence. There goes the violence. Straight away from the bushes. When the gun comes. I'm just joking, so don't worry about it. I'm just kidding around. And nurse in the bushes with a machine gun. Like, Ragus, you forgot me. There you go. It is. These are the moments that I love so much, and these are the moments that I love so much when I can play around a little bit with words and doing this kind of spontaneous reactions and stuff like that, because you guys make it so easy for me in the most positive way. You just let me be myself. That is, and as far as I understand, nobody feels offended with that kind of jokes. So, just making sure, it was. Yeah, thank you, Favor. Let me see where the cage for you is. Where I can next time when you visit me put you, just for my own safety, just in case. But yeah, you're. And hi, Albert. Good evening. And so yeah. Sorry for that favor. This was, as we call in Germany, a penalty without a goalkeeper. So everything cool, everything nice, everything peace. There's no stress. So it's always funny to see that kind of opportunities that raise all of a sudden, and that gives you the chance to actually just get that done. And talking about Kappas, let me have a look. Is he already live, by the way? Is Kappas live? Let me see. Because I understand that it is his birthday party today. On a Thursday, can you believe it? And let me see. Let me see where he is. If I actually see him. If he is raidable. Let's see if Mr. Kappas is already raidable. And let me have a look. Let me have a look. I think I have to do a little workaround on this. So let me have a look. Who is live? Or if he actually is live, and if yes, if he is raidable. We have now learned the lesson, guys. Everyone here in the house, everyone right now, double and triple check if you are actually raidable. If you are raidable. There were people recently who I wanted to do a raid to, who I thought were a lot more experienced on YouTube than I am, which obviously is the case because you guys are all monetized. And even people with a monetized channel are still partially not raidable. And if Goga would have seen it, and I didn't mention names to him, but if Goga would have seen it, you know what I'm saying? Then the question is, what would Goga do with you? I'm very friendly. I'm trying to, put a raid here and there, but if There he is. Now let me see if I actually find this in my raid opportunities, and if so, then I would say it would be a good opportunity at least to have the opportunity here to do that now. He is not raidable. Kappas is not raidable. All right. Kappas has only been in 500 Goga sessions and in 10,000 of our channels. So Kappas is not raidable. So there will be no raid for Kappas. What can I do? Not even on his birthday. I will obviously attend, but all these people. We have to do a raid. Goga, if you're still here, we have to do a raid lesson again on how people are able to receive or send a raid. It is interesting. I only need 2 kicks in the butt, but it is how it is. What can we do? So Kappas is not raidable. And let me see who is actually live at all. Someone who we know or someone we don't. Let me see. Okay, Mina is live, obviously. Everyone else is doing. Liz Nasra got my raid last week. There's not too much going on here, but we'll find a way. And I'm not gone yet, so don't worry about that. You don't have to run away. I'm not going yet, so I'll stay a couple of minutes more. And no, but Nurse, that's true. Not everyone is raidable yet, but everyone should be, because everyone is telling everyone, hey, we are doing a raid here, we're doing a raid there, we're doing a raid there. And what I've learned, I mean, I only received two raids so far. No, I received 4 raids. On one Saturday afternoon, I even received 2. And that gave me a huge push for that live session, to be honest. And I think that was one of the best Gospel House sessions I ever played, because it was just awesome. It was awesome. It was a great feeling. And especially for those who are just starting to create content, do videos and live streams and all that, I think it is important that they understand the true knowledge of the raid. But I'm going to reach out to Kappas after I roasted him for 5 hours, what I always do. Then I'm going to tell him, hey, bro, get raided. It's important. And we get that sorted out as well. We get him on the road. But again, for Saturday, please keep in mind, come to my gospel party. Let's have some fun. Let's get the house full. Let's get some good dances on here and some confessions if you want. And happy to serve you guys with my record decks and everything like I always do. And then after that, I'm going to raid us all to Miri's birthday. And for those who cannot come to my party on Saturday before Miri's one started, please make sure the link to the live stream of Miri on Saturday is already pinned up here. And you can just already bookmark it. You can just hit the bell and stuff like that and get that sorted out so that you can have the opportunity also to create to visit the double thing, like, party, and so party for the birthday and also party for the monetization, which is like a very cool thing. Those constellations do not happen too often, and therefore I think we should really very happy to celebrate that together with her, like with everyone else who is doing a monetization party. And therefore I think it is a good thing to have that sorted out. And Kappas, my friend. We get him on the road. And getting him on the party, getting him a little bit also more in the raid section, so to speak. And I'm very sure he will be doing great. So very happy to that. All right. So it is now exactly 8:26 in Germany. So I think after nearly an hour and a half, I will call it a day, at least on live stream. because I have to still have a couple of things to do here. And also, Father Ragus needs food. The father needs food. And the father also needs to prepare the stream for tomorrow. So let me see who we can send the raid to, who is online. I saw a couple of people who I know, but I don't want to send it always to the same people. So who didn't I raid for a while? Bum, 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 bum. Nope, 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 nope. And I don't want to send it to those who only always do this copy paste. We are supporting you from here and there stuff. Let me see. I have to refresh this here for a second so that I can actually find someone proper, and so that we at least have some fun. All right, let me see. And then I can call it. I'm not gone, but I'm gonna call it a live online day, so to speak, because again, I have a couple of things to do in the background, and then we're gonna get that done. We're gonna go. We haven't been there for a while. We're gonna say at least a quick hello to our good friend Mina, who has been, who has actually. We can congratulate her. She will not throw a party, as far as I know, but we can really jump up quick there to say hello and congratulate her on the monetization that she recently has just reached. And as far as I know, she will not do a monetization party, but we can at least say hello. So this will be the raid code, so to speak. It would be really nice if you guys could come with me to their Mina Beauty from Nigeria. We're going to say hello real quick, stay a couple minutes, put the raid thing, say hello, hit the like button, congratulate her to the monetization, and after that we can all Uber drive to Capas and say hello there and do the birthday congratulations there as well. And I think everyone who is in the situation that you have been monetized, even though you don't throw a party, it is great to at least say hello and show some love, show some appreciation. She has a lot of trolls there, and therefore it is great that some normal people turn up there every now and then. That is also a good thing for the raid. So therefore, there's a raid code, and with that, I would like to give one final thought for the rest of the week. There's a lot of things going on in our old channels, and there's always going on a lot of things on in other people's channels that we watch. Some dramas, some gossips, some funny things, and everything. Don't forget, whoever channel you visit and who is ever visiting you, in the first place, we are all human beings, not beings. And we are all human beings, and we are all, that's the first place. And we are all human beings, and we are all people who have lives. Let us never forget that. Let's be friendly to each other. Let's be supportive to each other. And let's just, keep this community friendly, keep this community, human in the first place. And with that, I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming. I really appreciate your time that you spent here with me and with all of us. And I hope that everyone will stay healthy, having a great weekend ahead. We obviously will see in the YouTube streets, and therefore, guys, fasten your seatbelts and let's go to Mina's place for a bit. Thank you very much for your attention. Wishing all of you well, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.